What is going on, guys? We have so many parts that we're going to be installing on the R32 today, so let's just jump on in and I'll show you what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting in our brand new Mishimoto radiator. We're also going to be doing our HKS timing belt, the timing pulleys, replacing all those. Going to be doing new spark plugs, new coil packs, and these are LS coil packs because we have a Pro harness from Wiring Specialties with the LS coil pack harness. So we're going to be putting all of that on our R32 today. So I took off all the crap that was over here because I wanted to check out the turbo. I wanted to see if it was still good, if we had like a bunch of shaft play or anything. But we have zero shaft play at all. So we got lucky. I mean, I had a feeling it was going to be good because this motor only has 77,000 miles on it. It's probably around 80 now. I've driven it quite a lot, but that is such a relief. But worst case scenario, if we did need a new turbo, I have two good ones right here. This one came with my 240 motor and this came with that motor over there, the spare one. It'd be cool to throw this one out, but that's so much work. I actually broke one of the heat shield bolts right there, that shiny section. Yeah, that broke when I went to take that off. So I decided let's not take the others off, but everything looks good on this side. So we're good to go. So I'm gonna leave all that stuff off because we'd have to take it off anyways. I'm going to take off the coil pack cover, the timing cover, the cam sensor, all that stuff. The radiator is getting colder. It's still a little warm, so we're still holding off on that. All the parts that I have to replace, like literally it's all the shit that's underneath everything on top. So to take the fender liner off there so we can access the engine harness. And I also took out the ECU. It's just chilling there. And we got all the plugs and everything unplugged, so we're ready to pull the harness through. The harness comes through right there, and we got to pull it out of that socket, and then we can pull it out of there. So there's all the plugs. We got ECU plug, the dash plugs, and all that. So we have all the interior stuff done. So now we have to pull it through and unplug everything and then pull everything off. Damn, look how clean it is in there. I was not expecting that. The RB20 that was in my 240 looked nothing like that. And the actual coil packs look pretty good too. They're in decent condition, but at the same time, RB20 coil packs are trash. So we're not gonna run those. We're gonna run the LS coils. So we have most of the harness out, just laid out here. There's still everything that's on the intake side still needs to be unplugged and taken out. And then there's a few more things because the actual Pro harness includes some stuff like some fuse box connections, so we'll have to take those off as well. But taking that out was a pain in the ass. So this is the side of the harness that has the dash plugs and the wiper motor and all that stuff. This plug and this plug are going to go over here. This is the bigger plug is going to go on here, and the smaller 2-wire plug. The smaller 2-wire plug is going to go on the plug down there where those 2 white wires are. Then we have to take these 2 wires here. One of them goes down here, the bigger plug, and the other plug goes to here. And then this plug right here is going to go onto this second one down there. The ring terminal is going to go onto the alternator. So this is where we are right now. We have the harness all connected on the inside down by the ECU, and then we fed it through, so we have everything here. I just electrical taped it together to make it easier to feed around the motor. Our chassis harness is all done. It's all plugged in. We got everything plugged in here that needs to be plugged in. There's a couple plugs that aren't included, which is the neutral switch and the high pressure switch on the power steering line. I don't know if that's going to affect anything, but this is the plug for the power steering, and it connects to here, and that is connected to this plug with one of the wires, and this kind of loops around to this plug, which is this plug, but it should be in one of the pins down here, and there's nothing in there. They didn't include it, so I'm assuming it doesn't affect anything. I guess we'll find out once we start the car up. So now I'm just gonna try to tuck everything, make it look decent, and hopefully we can get this all done. And depending on how much time we have left today, we might be able to get some of the other stuff installed. Also, one interesting thing that I found out is this is the pulley for my AC. The bearings in there are totally gone. So rather than buying a whole new pulley, I actually bought just the bearings. So the bearing was like $4, and then a whole new pulley is like $80 or something like that. So the pulley itself is fine. We'll just clean it up, press the bearing out, and put the new one in, and then we can have AC again. So I've been fighting with these stupid knock sensor plugs for so long, and I finally figured out how to take them off. I accidentally pulled the wires out of both of them. This is the front one. We got it off. They're in like the worst spot. Like, let me show you on my spare motor. Do you see that green thing right there? That's one of the knock sensors. and then this other green thing is the other, and they are literally right under the intake manifold. And that makes it such a pain in the ass to take them off. Sometimes they come off easy. On my 240 RB20, they came off pretty easy. On the Skyline though, I've had nothing but problems with them. So now that I've figured out what you need to do, hopefully I can do the same thing to the one in the back. If you're trying to take this off, then pick up some of these like needle nose vice grip things. This is the only thing that's worked so far. Unless you have skinny hands and fingers, then you could probably get your hand in there, but this seems like the way to go. Both sensor plugs are out. We can install the new sensor harness, and then we can get back to actually putting the harness together. Alright guys, we got everything put back together, so we're gonna throw the battery in, and then we're gonna see if the car will start. She's alive! Everything's working! And we don't have a check engine light on the dash, that's just for the e-brake. Oh, that's so relieving. Everything's working too. Our wipers were working. Let's turn them on real quick. Look at that. Because that's part of the new Specialties harness. This was definitely a pain in the ass, but I'm really glad that I did it. We got our harness tucked too, like it looks pretty good. And then I need to get that MAF wire going right there. I need to secure that more so it stays away from the power steering pump. But yeah, I'm so happy I could finally drive the Skyline again. And I don't know what happened here, but this just came off. Like I was taking the throttle body off, I think, and this just came off. So now I don't have this on there anymore. And if I really wanted to, I have another intake manifold over there that I could throw on, but I'm not gonna do that. Just leave it how it is, it's not important. I'm so happy we have LS coil packs now. We don't have these crappy OEM coil packs anymore. I think I had an issue with my coil packs too. It seemed like it would break up a little bit, so I think it was the coil packs. And I also sprayed some MAF cleaner on the MAF just in case anything was going on with there. And then we checked the turbo earlier, everything looked good. I wanted to install the other stuff, but I just don't have time. It's already starting to get dark, so we're gonna have to do that another time. Because I want to do them all at once because I need the radiator out anyways to do all the timing stuff, so I want to get it all done at once. So for now, we're just gonna do the harness. Once the car's warmed up, we're gonna take it for a drive, make sure everything's good, and then we're gonna be done. So far so good. Everything's reading correctly. All the sensors are actually reading stuff, so that's good. The car feels good. Oh yeah, the car feels better. I think I did have a coil pack issue because it pulled harder there and it didn't hesitate. But compared to my 240, of course, this thing is pretty slow. But for the average car, this is pretty quick. Especially for the year it came out, it's not bad, it's pretty quick. Oh yeah, it's a lot better. Yeah, this is so much better. Oh my god. So the Skyline is now up and running, so we are good to go. Unfortunately, we only got to do the harness because it took so long to do that. So pretty soon we'll install the rest of the parts and we'll try to do everything all at once. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you did, comment down below, and then hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.